Okay, people, let's talk about it, man. This your man TPZ, man. Big play killer, Coach T, however you want to call it. Let's talk about improvements that need to be made to NBA 2k14. First off, I want to say the superstars shouldn't have that little force field thing around them. Like, I hate it when it's like you can't steal the ball from Kobe, you can't steal the ball from LeBron. Like, no, you can steal the ball from everybody. It should be, if I touch the ball, it should be a chance for me to knock it out. I think the fouls kind of got turned up a little bit, so people can't just keep swiping at the ball. But if you try to steal the ball from anybody, you should be able to steal the ball. I mean, if somebody with high handles should have a little bit better handles, but it shouldn't be none of that where this dude can just walk through a hallway of hands and nobody steal the ball from him. Like, I don't like that kind of stuff. Um, the other thing that should happen is your superstar players, the ball shouldn't just go to them. Like, if it's a loose ball or something, sometimes the ball will just find its way into the superstar's hand. I noticed that a few times, and I don't like that, man. If it's a loose ball, man, let whoever's close to the loose ball, whoever hustling the hardest, that's who should get it. It shouldn't magically just float to Kobe. So that's another thing I noticed that I didn't too much care for. And when you do the replays, man, 2K, y'all messing up y'all replay value. Like, the videos y'all could have y'all game, like, cause a lot of people do my player mode. We will do like a lot of collages and just different things with our my player do. But since y'all had that big circle up under the dude, it's a red circle or something, it messes up, man. Like, you want to show your dude shoes, but then you have this big red circle, man. Like, take that, man, get that circle where it's like a light white or light brown or something, so it matches the floor. Like, get that junk out of there, man. It messes up your shot. And have our angle a little different so we can get our dude's shoes and we can have them dribbling down the court at the same time. Like, make it look better, some better visuals on our replays. Alright. Okay, on the my player thing. I wish our player could get more endorsements, and like how we could choose this year. Like, I'd rather be with Nike or Jordan. Have more endorsements where you doing certain things. Like, they'll say stuff like, if you score, if you get in the end of this month, if you get 10 steals by the end of this month, we're gonna give you a endorsement with Safeway or something like that. Like, some kind of something that kind of like puts you in the mind of steals or passes or something like if you get a whole bunch of steals, you'll get the dime of the day, something, but it'll be something dealing with a dime or 10 or something like that, some kind of business dealing with that. So it sounds better. You can do a commercial, and it just sounds better with your guy doing a commercial for that company. And I tell you, I think that'll work a lot. That'll be real exciting. Oh, what else? Okay, with the my player mode, I feel like in the summertime, way before the game drops, like in the summer, like around June, after the NBA playoffs, they should drop a my player mode then. And this my player mode is different. Like, this my player mode is strictly my player mode and crew. So your guy, you can go online and play at the park, just like how everybody doing the summertime. Play at the park. If it's raining, y'all go inside the gym and play, and you do little tournaments, whatever. And the people that play in those tournaments, when you play the big tournament games, like the Final Four, y'all go to a big gym or whatever, and you play like a nice looking gym. I feel like this will bring a lot more excitement into the league. And like your my player guy, he gets points not by how we spread our points around. He gets points by, like, if you go through a whole game without getting a steal, like without losing the ball, having a turnover, your guy, his hands increase, or his crossover or whatever increases. If your guy, if he's a point guard, or like, it depends on what you pick your guy to be, those attributes will increase quicker if you kind of like get a good teammate grade. Like, if you're a shooter and you score a lot of points, and your percentage probably can be a little lower than somebody that's a passer, but your attributes will go up, and your shooting attributes will go up if you score like over 25 points. But now, if you're a passer and you have 5 assists, your passing goes up quicker than a person that's a shooter passing goes up. You understand? Like, the attributes that make him be what kind of player you chose him to be, those are the ones that's gonna go up faster if you do certain things. I think that'll be better because now you checking to see if your guy got better. Like you can go to the gym all you want to go to the gym. That don't necessarily mean your jump shot is gonna get better. I want people to understand that. Like a lot of people did a lot of practicing, and you might get a little better, but you never get your jump shot like you want it. Then some dudes go in the gym, their jump shot like does improve like they want it, but it's like it's on a individual basis. So I feel like if you play your games and then 2K kind of gives you attributes, now it's like, okay, well, I got better, but it's not exactly how I wanted it, but I still appreciate it because my dude is getting better. And now dudes can't get their guys like just super awareness or whatever real fast and make their guy jump high. And it's a process, man. It's like nobody don't know how good they're gonna get the next year. Like LeBron didn't know he was gonna get this much better. And when he came to Miami, he didn't know that, but he worked at it and he did the positive things and he kept doing positive stuff. He kept getting better. And that's how it should be in the game. You keep giving higher grades and all that kind of stuff. 2K should award you with points, and you shouldn't be able to pick what points that go towards what. And you should be able to pick your different little how you come out before the game and all that kind of stuff. But you shouldn't be able to pick what points go towards what. That's just how I feel. The other things you should be able to do, and like this little game I'm talking about, you should be able to get this like pre-ordered. And then you get the game, like if you pre-order the game like in June, you maybe get this as a DLC or something, or they might just pay for this like a $20 DLC. And then like once we actually get the game, you can keep the DNA of your my player guy, like how good he's gotten over the summer. And now that's the guy that goes into the rookie game. And instead of just having a regular my player mode like we've been having, you should have where we can have my player leagues where everybody has a my player guy. And see, now that's more realistic than that Madden connected career stuff, because you got one guy going against 4 other guys on court, and your one guy can't actually take over a game or kind of balance out a game if your team is not as good. And if you're going against another person that's a 2 guard, that makes it even better. Or if he's a center or whatever, you can still see like, okay, he's gonna do good things for his team. You can do good things for your team, and you see who's gonna make their team like win. I think that'll be a lot better. I like how they're doing it with the teams and stuff. I like how to me, they pretty much hit the teams on the head and how they have people injured and all that. I kind of like all that. Other thing I would like to see is for them to bring back either one of the two. A lot of those old Olympic teams, so we can play all the Olympic teams. Like I want to see the Olympic team with Shaq was on. I want to see the Olympic team with Allen Iverson on, the one with Vince Carter. I want to see all them boys play against Michael Jordan and all that. I want to see the Olympic team with Dominique was on it. And so I want to have all the Olympic teams to be able to play against each other. Or I want to get a lot of all-star teams. That was some real hype all-star teams. You can pick this West all-star team or that East all-star team and let them play against each other. I think that'll be pretty good. So now you can always go back and see what Sean Kemp would have did against Blake Griffin today and stuff like that. And it's like all-stars everywhere, so everybody should be happy. Teams I want to see them to put on here, I want them to put that Phoenix Suns team with Charles Barkley and Thunder Dan and Kevin Johnson. And I want to see that team on here, and I want to see that Atlanta Hawks team that had the Plastic Man, Stacey Augmon, Dominique, and I think they had Willis, and they had a few more other guys that could jump, man. And I mean, they had just a team, Mookie Blaylock, all them guys, and Steve Smith. That was a nice team that they had, man. I like to see that team. But I think that's about it, man. I feel like they're going in the right direction, but I think this right here will make the game even better.